Beneath the rituals and reverence of sumo lies a raw reality: brutal effort, hidden injuries, and a life of discipline that few can endure. There is also honor, community, and a strength that inspires, though wrapped in secrets not everyone is willing to share. On the SumoSpirit channel, we will explore this unfiltered truth, the good and the bad that sustain sumo. Sumo is not just a contact sport. It's a discipline that blends brute strength, technique, strategy, and a strict code of conduct rooted in Shinto traditions. The wrestlers, known as rikishi, live in a highly regulated environment where every aspect of their day, from diet to training and clothing, is designed to shape them into athletes and representatives of a millennia-old tradition. Sumo wrestling isn't just a sport in Japan, it's a centuries-old cultural spectacle steeped in ritual, honor, and fierce competition. At the heart of this tradition lies the professional sumo calendar, punctuated by 6 major tournaments each year known as Honbasho. These are Hatsubasho, the New Year tournament in January in Tokyo; Harubasho, a spring tournament in March in Osaka; Natsubasho, a summer tournament in May in Tokyo; Nagoya Basho in July in Nagoya; Aki Basho, an autumn tournament in September in Tokyo; Kyushu Basho in November in Fukuoka. So while all 6 tournaments matter for rankings and prestige, Hatsubasho holds a certain cultural and emotional weight that makes it stand out. Each Honbasho lasts 15 days, from the Sunday of the first weekend to the following Sunday. Wrestlers compete once daily, accumulating victories or losses. The tournament winner, with the most victories, receives the Emperor's Cup, the Tennoshijai. In case of a tie, a playoff match known as Kettei-sen is held. Tournaments are divided into divisions. The top 2 are Makuchi, the highest category, with 42 wrestlers, and Juryo, the second tier, with 28 wrestlers. Lower divisions, Makushita, Jonadan, and Jonokuchi, include wrestlers in training. Each tournament begins with lower rank matches in the morning and culminates with Makuchi bouts at the end of the day. The 2 highest ranks in sumo are Ozeki and Yokozuna, the grand champion, the latter being the pinnacle of sumo. Promotion or demotion depends on a wrestler's record in the Honbasho. More wins than losses raises their rank, more losses lowers it. The Japan Sumo Association, known as Nihon Sumo Kyokai, founded in 1925, governs professional sumo. It oversees tournaments, the banzuke, a ranking list, the training stables, and oyakata licenses, an official license granted by the Japan Sumo Association that allows a former wrestler to become a coach or manager within the professional world of sumo. That is limited to 105. How much money do they earn? Hakuho Sho, the most successful yokozuna in history, with 45 titles until his 2021 retirement, earned a base salary of about 3 million yen monthly, around $20,000, plus bonuses for tournament wins, up to 10 million yen per yusho, or $66,000, and sponsorships that boosted his annual income to millions of dollars. In his best year, 2009, he won 86 of 90 bouts, racking up exceptional prizes. However, beginners ranked Jonokuchi to Makushita receive no salary, only an allowance of about 100,000 to 150,000 yen monthly, around $800 for basics. Only upon reaching Juryo do they earn about 1.1 million yen monthly, $7,300 plus bonuses. What can be done in sumo and what can't? Sumo rules are simple yet strict, and we are going to explain the 6 most important ones. 1. The goal is to force the opponent out of the dohyo, or make any part of their body, except the soles of their feet, touch the ground. 2. Both wrestlers must touch the ground with both hands simultaneously. A false start, a mata, incurs a financial penalty. 3. There are 82 official techniques known as kima-right, such as pushing oshidashi, throwing uwatanage, or forcing down yorikiri. 4. Hair pulling, closed fist strikes, torso kicks, eye attacks, choking, or grabbing the groin are prohibited. Losing the mawashi, the traditional belt, results in automatic disqualification. 5. There's no time limit, but matches typically last seconds, though some extend to minutes. 6. The gyoji, the referee, declares the winner. Dressed in traditional kimonos reflecting their rank, higher ranks wear bright colors and carry a ceremonial sword. They oversee the match, signal the start, announce the winner, and resolve incidents like mawashi tangles. If there's doubt, 5 judges known as shinpan deliberate in a mono-eye, confirming, reversing, or repeating the bout. About the fighters? Rikishi are recognizable by their massive size, a result of genetics, training, and diet. Their physique isn't just fat. Beneath it lies powerful muscle developed to push, lift, and withstand equally formidable opponents. Sumo wrestlers, typically starting between ages 15 and 23, dedicate their lives to the sport. During matches, they wear only a mawashi, a silk belt about 30 feet long and weighing 9 to 11 pounds. Becoming a rikishi requires joining between 15 and 23, usually after high school. Wrestlers must meet a minimum height of 5 feet 6 inches and weigh at least 148 pounds, though rapid weight gain is encouraged. There's no upper weight limit. Living in a stable, giving up independent life. Also, only men can be professionals, while women compete in amateur sumo. Growing their hair into a chanmash, a traditional top knot. New recruits start in lower divisions and rise based on honbasho performance. Outside the dohyo, wrestlers face restrictions. They must wear traditional Japanese clothing in public. Yukata for lower ranks, more elaborate options for higher ranks. Driving cars or motorcycles is forbidden for safety and tradition. While competing and until reach juryo and makuchi, they cannot marry. Women are barred from interacting with the dohyo or becoming professionals due to Shinto beliefs about female impurity. Where do they fight? The dohyo is the circular ring where sumo matches take place, measuring 15 feet in diameter. It sits atop a 2-feet-high square clay platform, covered with fine sand for better grip. The outer edge is marked by tawara, braided rice straw bales partially buried in the surface. Before each tournament, the dohyo is ritually rebuilt and blessed in a Shinto ceremony. Overhead, a temple-like roof is suspended above the ring, symbolizing its sacred status. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the SumoSpirit channel. Let's continue. Diet is a cornerstone of achieving the size needed for sumo. Rikishi consumes 8,000 to 10,000 calories daily, about 4 times the average adult's intake. The main dish is chankonabe, a protein-rich stew of broth, meats, tofu, fish, and vegetables, paired with large amounts of rice and beer. They skip breakfast, training on empty stomachs in the morning and eating twice daily, a hearty lunch at noon and a lighter dinner. The goal is to gain weight for an advantage in the dohyo, but this is paired with training to convert some mass into muscle. After lunch, wrestlers nap for 3 or 4 hours, a key habit to slow metabolism and maximize weight gain. They sleep 7 or 9 hours daily, including this nap. Heya, or communal stables, serve as homes and training centers. About 43 are active, each led by an oyakata master and his wife, who act as parental figures. Life is collective. Wrestlers sleep in shared rooms, eat together, and follow a strict regimen, except the sekitori, the wrestler ranked in one of the top 2 professional divisions, makuchi and juryo. Lower ranks cook, clean, and serve the sekitori. Demands include intense morning training, absolute obedience, and adapting to a life without privacy or independence until reaching juryo. Their routine is highly disciplined. They wake at 5 a.m. Without breakfast, they warm up with stretches and basic exercises like stomping, suriashi, and striking a post until 6 a.m. From 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., they practice matches in the dohyo under the oyakata's supervision. Novices face veterans, sometimes taking hard hits to build character. At 11:30 a.m., they have lunch and nap until 3 p.m. From 3 to 5 p.m., they do a second training session for lower ranks. At 6 p.m., they dine and have limited free time, going to bed at 10 p.m. to end the day. In this sense, the life of sumo wrestlers is full of demands and sacrifices. They endure exhausting training from adolescence, forced weight gain, and frequent knee, back, and joint injuries. Yokozuna Hakuho, retired in 2021, admitted his right knee was so damaged he could barely walk without pain after 20 years. Their life expectancy is between 60 to 65 years, 15 or 20 years below Japan's average, due to obesity, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, heart issues, and chronic joint and muscle pain. Post-retirement challenges persist. Difficulty losing weight, mobility issues, and few job options outside sumo, as only 105 ex-wrestlers can become salaried oyakata. Stables rely on support group, donations, but these shrank after the 2000s recession, leaving many rikishi in poverty. Honbasho attendance dropped 30%, sponsorships declined, and stables closed or merged, from 54 in 2000 to 43 in 2025, with many wrestlers quitting due to lack of funds. Wrestlers must abandon family, friends, and independent life. Novices face beatings as discipline, often experiencing loneliness, constant pressure, and humiliation from higher ranks. Hakuho confessed to crying daily in his early years due to beatings. In 2007, novice Takashi Saito, a Tokitaizan, died after being struck with a beer bottle and bats by his oyakata and peers at Takanotsume stable, a case that exposed kawaigari as a common practice masked as toughening. Sumo has historical ties to the yakuza, Japan's crime syndicate, tarnishing its image. In 2010, an investigation revealed wrestlers like Ozeki Kotomitsuki and stable members bet on yakuza-run gambling, including baseball and cards. Kotomitsuki was expelled, and several oyakata were sanctioned. In 2011, intercepted texts between Makushita and Juryo wrestlers confirmed fixed matches to benefit yakuza bettors, leading to the unprecedented cancellation of the 2011 Haru Basho, the first in 65 years, and the expulsion of 23 rikishi. Additionally, discrimination and sexism have always been present. In 2018, women who tried to climb onto the dohyo to assist a man who had fainted were expelled for being considered impure under Shinto beliefs, sparking global criticism for sexism. We see that sumo is more than a sport. It's a test of physical and mental endurance, with sacrifices as heavy as its victories. Physical risks shorten lives, economic conditions benefit few, and abuses have persisted. At its core, sumo is as fascinating as it is unforgiving. A tough, real balance that doesn't let itself be easily deciphered. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the SumoSpirit channel for more content. See you in the next video.